What is up, everybody? So I've made it back to my normal setup here in Texas. I spent the past week or so in Oklahoma. So it was a little bit of a different setup for the past week as I was there with family for Christmas and things like that. But today I drove back 5 hours here to Dallas, Texas, a little outside of Dallas and Frisco. And so I just got back here, but went through the Packers news for today and want to cover the injury situation right now for the Packers because there are lots of different injuries that I covered in a video a day after the game. Some big injuries that I want to go over and give some updates on these players' statuses and their participation status for today in Wednesday's practice. I think one of the biggest news items for today is Aaron Rodgers, that he did suffer a knee injury on Sunday. It doesn't seem to be super serious, but I want to cover what has happened here. So it came out from Ryan Wood on Twitter saying Packers QB Aaron Rodgers says he's not only playing versus Vikings, but practicing tomorrow. Today was vet day. He took shot to knee late in first half at Dolphins, but knee didn't bother him in second half. Got to the plane and noticed fluid buildup. Took it easy past couple days. So Rodgers apparently at the end of the first half got his knee landed on. Didn't seem to bother him too much in the second half, and then after some fluid built up and he missed today's practice, but he plans to practice the next 2 days and plans to play on Sunday as well. So luckily it doesn't seem to be a big issue, but still Rodgers has in the past, I think, downplayed injuries just because he's a tough guy and doesn't want to make any excuses. So I'll still want to keep an eye on that and sort of see what happens there, but it seems to not be much of an issue. Here's a couple quotes from Rodgers today in his press conference. He said this: I got a lot of body weight on my knee, had some extra flexion I haven't known for the last 20 years, so just been doing rehab the last few days and feeling a lot better. You saw me running around there a little bit, it felt good, but once I got on the plane, I realized that there was some fluid starting to accumulate, so just took it easy as I want to on Monday and Tuesday, and then today just being smart with it. And Rodgers has dealt with many different other injuries this season. That thumb injury, which bothered him for a while, seems to mostly be behind him now. That rib injury as well. Both seem to have healed up a lot, if not all the way. And then now this knee injury. So hopefully everything is fine for that the next few days. And then here is the official Wednesday injury report for the Packers. Starting off, Jair, forearm injury, fully practiced Wednesday. He should be fine. Bakhtiari was back at practice today for the first time in a few weeks after he had that appendectomy a few weeks ago. Has missed the past few games. Zach Thomas played really good at left tackle, but Bakhtiari today was limited, so he could potentially play on Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings. Then we have Chris Barnes, hand injury, fully practiced. We have Rudy Ford, safety, wrist/knee injury, fully practiced on Wednesday, so those guys seem pretty much fine if they're fully practicing. We have Elton Jenkins, knee injury, limited today. That has happened a lot of these weeks. He's usually limited at some practices with the knee injury he suffered last year. Aaron Jones, knee/ankle injury, limited on Wednesday. I am a little bit curious when it comes to the Aaron Jones injury because he didn't play a ton. The Packers didn't give him the ball a ton on Sunday. Was that partly because he's still a little banged up? Maybe, maybe not, who knows, but limited today at practice. Then we have Yosh Nijman, one of the players we were keeping an eye on. Shoulder injury he suffered on Sunday, went down. Royce Newman came in at right tackle. But it looks like he may be fine come Sunday. He was limited today, which I think is a good sign for his playing status on Sunday. And then we have Keisean Nixon, who had a massive return on Sunday, 93 yards. He's been very explosive when it comes to kick returns. Groin injury, didn't practice today, which is Wednesday. So that's not a super great sign. Hopefully tomorrow maybe he'll be limited, and hopefully he can bring that spark to the Packers on Sunday. But I do want to read this from Tom Silverstein about Keisean Nixon. He says, Packers cornerback Keisean Nixon, groin, said he was not putting a timetable on his return, but said as soon as he told the trainers of the tightness he was feeling Sunday, they shut him down so it wouldn't get worse. Said it was a gradual thing and didn't happen on a single play. So they're just being a little bit cautious with that, which is probably smart because it was bothering him a little bit. Then we have Rodgers, as I already discussed, right thumb/knee injury, didn't practice. And then finally we have Christian Watson, suffered that hip injury on Sunday, went out the second half, did not practice on Wednesday. So not great for Christian Watson. Hopefully he'll be limited Thursday or Friday. We'll keep an eye on that one. The Packers were able to move the ball without Christian Watson in the second half, but still having him here, he has been one of the biggest reasons the Packers have been able to, I think, find a lot of success on offense this past month and a half. And so hopefully he'll be ready to come in on Sunday. But those are all of the injury updates for today. I'll be back with some more videos tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, Luke_Bella for some more Packers content over there. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.